Welcome to Rimeco Products. I'm John Ribic, I'm the president of the company, and I'm going to give you a short tour of our company to see our processes and meet our people. We're an AS9100 certified CNC machine shop specializing in aerospace and defense products. On top of our aerospace business, over the years we've built many products that we use inside of our own shop, and so we've created our own division, our quick clamp division. It's a workholding and organizational product division that you'll learn more about inside. So over here we have a little showcase of all the products that we've made internally and that have helped to make us more competitive and a top shop, a modern machine shop top shop. Our quick clamp comes in 3 different versions. We've got a 3-axis, a 4-axis, and a 5-axis version. The way it works is it's used to mount any type of work holding that you have onto your rotary table or onto your table. Over here, you'll see we have our quick clamp being used inside of the machine. It's mounted to a Haas rotary table. We have 14 vertical machining centers here. All of them are Haas, and they all have Haas rotary tables mounted to them. You see how Brody was able to unclamp that fixture, and now he takes his Optin fixture and mounts it on. It holds with 4,000 pounds of clamping pressure, and now he's changed out his parts. So what we do at Rimeco is we build a lot of custom fixtures for the parts that we make, and so we've got an Optin and an Optin fixture. So while the Optin fixture is in there machining the first half of the part, Brody can load the Optin fixture out here, and so when the machine stops, he only has about 10 seconds of downtime till we get it up and running again. Here you'll see our organizational products that we use. So this will be our standard, and then we have 5 parts that we save in the trays. So on the 5th part, the operator knows he needs to do all of his inspectional measurements on that 5th part. Once he finds that part's good, he clears out the tray, moves the parts to egg trays, and he restarts that system. It just really helps us keep traceability of the parts that we're checking to ensure that quality is perfect. Over here you'll see a similar part where the fixture is inside the machine being machined, and outside here's the Optin fixture. The Optin fixture, he's loaded with a piece of raw stock. This could be a 5-axis vise, this could be a Raptor, it could be pretty much anything. We have a pretty standard Optin fixture that we use for loading raw material. Then when the machine stops, he's able to switch, take his Optin fixture out, load his Optin fixture. One of our other products is our Parakeet. So in here, we're using the Parakeet to hold our parallels open while we load and unload the fixture. You can see there's no chip build up in there, and it works really well, and it's very, very simple to use. It's just a spring-loaded mechanism. It gets a 1-inch, a 2-inch, or 3-inch screw put into it, and it's just a very simple parallel keeper for any type of vise with hard jaws on it. As we continue to go through, you see the same system in all of our vertical machining centers. Everything's very standardized. We have Haas machines, VF2s, VF3s, and a VF4, and we're using the quick clamps on all of them, and using it with vices, with 3-axis quick clamps, 4-axis quick clamps, and most of our products we're going from raw stock to finished part in one operation. Over here is a new unit that we're working with. We're working on installing right now. We took a universal robot. We built some fixture or work holding places. The universal robot will pick up the fixture with a couple holes here and a gripper that's got a couple tapered pins on it. And so we can load up 10 fixtures. They could be Optin, Optin, they could be all Optin fixtures or all Optin, and then the robot can load the machine for hours at a time. And on the machine, all it took is to convert the machine was an auto door, a light curtain, and a solenoid valve. As we walk back here, you can see we have all of our raw material is all kept. It's all certified, everything's tagged. It's requirement of AS9100 and traceability. And then we have our own automated saw over here. Marcel is our material handler. He makes sure that the machine have the material that they need when they need them. As we walk this way, you'll see three more vertical machining centers, and we have our two 5-axis machining centers, both UMC 500s. So we were able to convert our quick clamp that we had for 3-axis and 4-axis into a 5-axis unit. So the only difference between our 3-axis and our 5-axis is the way the air comes up through the center of the trunnion on a 5-axis versus on a vertical machining center. The nice thing about the 5-axis, it just gives us capability to do more within the process. In this case, we're taking a water jet blank and we're just machining it on all sides. Over here is one of our higher running jobs that we do where you make these for the LEAP engine, the GE or the CFM LEAP engine. And we've got two machines that are running 12 hours a day making the same part, using the same fixtures and the same quick clamps on both of them. This is our turning department. So our turning department is broken up into 4 different cells. We have a high production cell here, another part that goes onto the CFM LEAP engine that we make, and high volume. It's 2 turning centers running the same part. And throughout here we have an ST30 cell, an ST20 cell, and an ST10 cell for different size parts that we make. This cell here allows us to run some larger parts. The middle cell we're running generally smaller, medium-sized parts, let's say. And the front cell we're running smaller parts. This is our mid-size cell here, where we're going to run medium-sized parts. You see a lot of, we cut a lot of 625 Inconel. It's one of our major products. And 321 stainless steel probably makes up about 60 to 70% of what we cut in-house. And over here we just have our smaller cell. We make a lot of small bushings for MRO to support aircraft component repairs, and a lot of those are done over here. They're real tight tolerance, press fit bushings. Finally, we'll end up here. This is our machine monitor. We've got machine utilization trackers on each one of our machines, and the machine utilization trackers are actually measuring the electricity and giving us not just uptime but cutting time. So we know that this is telling us not the machine is turned on, but that it's actually making chips. We use this as a gauge of how we're doing every day, and we actually incentivize everybody, not just our operators, but everybody in the company gets incentivized when we hit daily goals, and we get a bi-weekly incentive bonus.
Hey everybody, Brent Donaldson with Modern Machine Shop here, and if you just watched that video and you're thinking, boy, I'd like my shop to be featured in the View from My Shop series, then just send us an email at shopvideo@mmsonline.com and tell us what sets your shop apart.